Let's bring in Nikki Haley. She's a former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations for President Trump. Ambassador, it's the holiday weekend, normally a time for celebration, a lot of patriotism, a lot of pride. But take a look at this latest Fox News polling. This breaks down some of the numbers by political affiliation. Majority of Republicans and independents, and nearly half of Democrats are feeling dissatisfied with the country. What gives?
Well, I mean, I think, look at the fact that when they go to the gas station, they're having to pay more, and that's how they get to work. When they go to the grocery store, they're having to pay more, and that's how they feed their families. The average American family is paying $6,000 more this year than they were last year. And I can tell you, when Michael and I were raising our small kids, if we had to pay that, the place we got that from was a credit card, and interest rates are going up. So a lot of American families are feeling that. But this national self-loathing that is happening across this country is extremely harmful. And we've got to go back to remember who we are, what we are, and why this matters. And Biden has stomped all over it, but that's the reason we're fighting to make sure we turn the tide, why we're fighting to make sure we fix this, because we want people to be proud of our country again. My husband's a combat veteran. He fought for this country. He sacrificed for this country with so many men and women because we have the best country in the world. But we've got to start acting like it again. We've got to start winning again, and we have to start immediately.
Are you surprised that less than half of the polled Democrats said they were dissatisfied? I mean, given the, eruption of sentiment on the left in the wake of Supreme Court rulings that haven't really cut their way over the last couple of months, I maybe would have guessed that number would be even higher.
I'll tell you, we're all over the country supporting candidates. And the number one issue that we hear from families is definitely the inflation and the economy. The second is border. The third is crime. And the fourth is education. And actually, abortion and guns come after that. People don't have the luxury of politics right now. All they want is to see people fighting for them, and they want to see people getting to work for them. And that's why we have to remember that when we talk about winning the majority of the House and the Senate, 50% of our issue is making sure that we win the majorities. The more important 50% that we have to focus on is proving we deserve to be there when we win, getting to work right away, making sure we're showing solutions, making sure we're getting results for American families. That's how you'll improve the morale of America. That's how you'll strengthen the spine of America. And that's how we'll start to win again.
What's your message for conservatives? Or put it this way, those conservatives who are unhappy with the direction that President Biden is steering the White House? Why is there still a lot of reason for them to feel proud of and good about being American?
Well, look, I mean, when I was at the United Nations, I can tell you we had, many countries that wanted to hate on America. But in the quiet rooms of that building, they would talk about how much they envied America. They loved the fact that we had freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do and be anything we wanted to be without government getting in the way. I look at my parents, and they came here legally from India. They put in the time, they put in the price. They are just appalled by what's happening in our country. And you find that most legal immigrants are more patriotic these days than most Americans. And we've got to shift the tide on that. We've got to understand that when I was at the United Nations, when we spoke, the world listened. What we did, the world wanted. We have to get back to what that feeling is, because we are the best country in the world. And Republican solutions focus on lifting up everybody, not just a section of people, everybody. And we put the power back into the hands of the people and not into unelected bureaucrats or unelected justices.
Now, you're joining us, Madam Ambassador, from Iowa today. So yes. Caucuses for a presidential candidate ahead of the rest of the country. So before I wish you a happy 4th and send you on your way, I just got to make sure you don't have any announcements.
Well, I'll tell you, the announcement is that we just recently finished an event for Zach Nunn, we're hoping to flip that seat in Iowa 3. He's a father, he's a veteran, he's a pro-freedom fighter, and he's somebody that would make America proud. On top of that, we endorsed Marionette Miller-Meeks, Randy Feenstra, Kim Reynolds. They grow them strong here in Iowa. We were in Wisconsin before that for Rebecca Clayfish and Ron Johnson. There's a lot of great people out there. We just need the American people to care. Let's push them them over the finish line, and then let's hold them accountable to get to work for the American people. We've got an amazing country. Even on our worst day, we are blessed to live in America. We have to remember that.
Amen to that. Ambassador Haley, thanks so much for joining us today. Happy Independence Day to you and your family.
Thank you, Jillian. Happy Independence Day.
Thank you.
Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson tonight.